What's up, guys? Hey, Case here, bringing you some more of this expansion. I'm doing a post-game commentary, and I could give you like a really cool reason or whatnot, but I'm not gonna lie, I drank heavily last night, and I seriously don't think I can do two things at once right now, because I have a massive hangover, alright, guys? Don't drink. Do not drink, kids. It's not worth the hangover. You might get laid, you might look really cool in front of all your friends, but you're gonna feel like shit for the next day. Okay? Don't do it. You might even puke. I haven't puked, but I feel like shit. Anyway, so I'm playing against Ultimate Sadistic Creature, and spoiler alert, he's playing Deadwalkers. So I think this guy might actually have some problems going on with him. He seems a little dark. But I'm playing with this Bant deck. What is it? Hall of Champions? Shit, that would be embarrassing if I didn't know. This deck is surprisingly pretty damn good. It's good against like the tier 1 decks. So like this what's this guy called? You see, I don't even know the names of the cards, and I'm super spacey because I'm hungover. So, the War Monk. Is he a War Monk? I'm gonna cast him right here. Rock's War Monk. There we go. That artwork is cool though. He's really good against like all of the decks, and this 2/1 with First Strike is surprisingly pretty good too. It has Shroud. Don't forget that because you cannot equip your Behemoth Sledge on that 2/1 because it has Shroud, not hexproof. Anyway, here's a pretty interesting probability. I did not lay the War Monk pre-combat, even though I didn't want Black Cat to be discarded with him. Probability question is, did I increase or decrease my chances of discarding a Rock's War Monk? That's a fun one for you guys. I had to lay that Forest, though, because I didn't want him to get like shut out of my entire deck from Black Cat discarding me that Forest, so I did lay that land pre-combat. Anyway, drew the third Rock's War Monk. What? This is ridiculous. Even if it gets bladed. Fair enough, got two more. Got two on deck. Oh, I guess one would be on deck, the other one would be sitting in the dugout. Sweet little baseball reference there. Or kickball. You know, either one, really, when you think about it. So, that Angel is a beast. Like, double white's a little awkward because there's not a lot of mana fixing in this deck. So you can't really like go grab your other planes, but man, it's the power level of that card is worth it. The card is so damn good. And so he lays Gravecrawler. You know, whatever. He's late to the party. So I'm not too worried about it. And then he main phases Vampiric Tutor. Like, I don't know. That kind of is a tip off to the type of player he is. And this, like, what do you get here if you're Deadwalkers? Like, I would get Mutilate, and that's important because I'm going to talk about it later. Alright, that card's artwork. How am I not pulling that card's artwork up? Is it Guiltspire Avenger? How am I not pulling up that card right now? Come on, Headcase. Because I'm not going to do it, am I? Oh, maybe. I thought I cast it right there. The animation on that artwork is the sickest thing I've ever seen. Like, most games I just sit there, bring it up, and stare at it for, like, ever. Like, the opponent's casting spells, and I don't care because I'm just looking at that guy. So anyway, like I said... Oh, wait, that's next turn. Never mind. Never mind, guys. Nutsack Marauder. So, do you think he got that with Vampiric Tutor? I don't know, really. Like, I never really know what he got. I'm gonna... possibly make a mistake. I mean, the 3/4 lifelink is just way better, but that thing has Shroud, the thing I just sacrificed, so that's really the only way that he could take care of it is with the sacrifice effects or Mutilate. But I think the 3/4s with lifelink are just way better, so I wanted to keep them around. So I swing in with just one of those guys because all of my shit has exalted now because Sublime Archangel is broken. Not broken, just really good. And if I don't pull up Guiltspire Avenger, hey, I got an achievement. Slaughtermaster. Okay, here it is. They're breaking the fourth wall a little bit. He has Mutilate. Like, I'm like, oh shit, he went and got Mutilate with Vampiric Tutor. And then he doesn't cast it. I'm like, never mind. So, I wasn't going to send that to him. You're breaking the fourth wall. I was speaking to the audience in that case. I don't even know how I know that term. But I know it somehow. Alright, swing it in, and I'm not gawking over Guiltspire Avenger. I have no idea why I'm not. I want to see it now, like post-op, what am I, a doctor? Post-game commentary, and then I don't cast it. Like, what the hell? I think I didn't cast it there because I was, like, terrified of Mutilate, because it, like, threw me way off my game, because I thought I played right into Mutilate like an idiot. And then I just like spent the rest of the game playing around Mutilate, which is stupid. Like I should have cast that Guiltspire there. There's no reason not to. Bant Charm. So I don't cast Guiltspire here because I wanted to leave Bant Charm open for like Doomblades. I guess he really wouldn't cast that on his turn, although he did main phase Vampiric Tutor on his turn, didn't he? But really it's for to get rid of whatever creature he lays. He could go land Grave Titan. Holy shit. Almost forgot what that was, and that's like one of my favorite creatures ever. So yeah, Lord of the Undead. I think that's worth not putting down Guiltspire to Bant Charm that guy and just keep swinging in with my 3/4 lifelink. That deck, I mean, that card is good. Like, I mean, it's a good card, but like in this format, it is ridiculously good because 3/4 is going to be able to block most of the really good creatures in this game, and besides obviously Chan and Moldiah. Oh, and Grave Titan. But yeah, the 3/4, it's going to be able to block it and kill it. It's like the best wall ever, and it has lifelink. And it's a pretty good beater, man. 3 in the front for 3. It's really good. Yeah, so finally Guiltspire goes down. I still have not pulled it up. I hope I pull it up in this, because I'm giving you 2 games, so I hope I pull it up eventually. Just for the few that haven't seen it. Like, the animations in this deck, I don't know, they're so much different than the other decks. Like, they're really cool looking, too. And they're different from each other. Like, the animation on that card looks way different than Behemoth Sledge. Behemoth Sledge is, like, a really cool, like, PlayStation 1 graphic animation. It's really cool. I like it. Alright, Grave Crawly. Tricked Out, too. That thing's shiny. Pretty much standard. Pop team off. I don't even remember what happens right here. I don't think I remember what's going on. Let's see, guys. Whoop! Dauntless Escort. That's a pretty good card. I think it was in the previous game, wasn't it? I think. Yeah. I don't remember what deck. Was it in the 5-color deck? Was it really? Am I making that up? I don't remember. I got a bad memory. Terrible memory. And like I said, I'm hungover and spacey. Don't know what the fuck is going on. So that's awesome. He had to chump block his Nutsack Marauder because he was taking lethal. So that's great. Drawlf's Messenger, that does not save him the game. Let's see if he can cast anything else, because honestly, I don't remember what he does. Great commentary, but like I said, not feeling too hot, guys. Oh, it was a rough night. It was a rough night. Alright, so I don't know why I'm first main phase Kasali. There's really no point, but I do swing in with both of these guys because that way, if he Doomblades one of them, I'm still swinging in for lethal. When you're playing with Exalted, I don't like the Exalted trigger because for the same reason I don't like enchantments, it's like all your eggs on one basket, you have to attack in with one creature, and I just really don't like doing that. And a lot of people will play it wrong, especially the last iteration in Duels 2013. They oh my gosh, it was so frustrating. They had like lethal on the board. All they had to do was swing through with all of their creatures, but they're just swinging in with one creature, making it gigantic. I'm like, all right, I'll jump block, and then like a top deck and Mutilate and come back and win. So 6-lander, that's just obviously a snap mull, and then I have all 3 of my colors in my lands, 4 lands, so that's pretty much a standard keep no matter what the other 3 spells are. And that's probably, I think, I haven't played with this deck too much, but I think that's going to be this deck's biggest problem is there's not a whole lot of mana fixing. Like, I'm running that 5 mana instant with basic land cycling for 2, for 1, and a colorless and a white. And that card's not very good, but I feel like this deck needs it because you have 4 Terramorphic Expanses, and that's it. Like, there is that green, white, blue X spell, like Wargate or whatever it is, and that you could cast for 3 mana and make X 0 and just go get you whatever land you want. But if it's green, white, blue, and X, you already have all the mana you want, so I decided not to run it. What the? Is this coming up on my screen or your screen? My computer's freaking out. Okay, you're not going to see that, sorry. Breaking the 4th wall again, I think, isn't it? What, I mean, is there a 4th wall now that I think about it? Because I'm directly talking to you this whole time. When I'm playing, it's a 4th wall. I don't know. Anyway, that card, is it Kasali... Whatever I just cast, Jesus, I should have a list right in front of me of what these cards are. That card is nuts. Like, I wasn't around. I didn't play Magic when that card was like out. I don't even know what set it came out in, but that card seems really, really good. It's free most of the time. If you're running a green-white deck or a green-white blah 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 deck, you're gonna have a Forest and a Plains relatively quickly. So that 2/3 is free and has flash, and it's a 2/3. Like it's gonna it's surprise. Think about turn 2 champion the pair swinging in. You're like whop, and as long as he didn't cast gather the townsfolk along with it, that thing is dead. So, alright, he's got the Doomblade for me on the Dauntless Escort. I go ahead and decide to sack it. There's nothing in that deck for one that can kill my other creatures, but, I mean, why not? I mean, give my other creatures indestructibility for the rest of the turn. Seems good. No reason not to do it. Alright, yeah, Pariah's in this deck. Pariah's just really good, so, I mean, I just snap ran it. And I think I'm pretty close. Like, I don't think I'm ever going to change this deck, really. It's pretty much the 60 I'm going to rock with, so I might be able to get a deck tech soon. I should go back through and do deck techs on everything now that all the cards are out. Probably will do that. Alright. He casts a Grave Pack, which would probably shut me down, but I have a Kasali Pride. Look at that. Bringing up the cards like I knew what I was going to be saying at that point. That's nice. I had the Kasali Pride Mage, so I'm going to cast this Kasali Pride Mage pre-combat just so I can get the Exalted trigger off of it. And swing in with my... Damn it. I still don't know what that card is. That. 2/3 cat. Anyway, so I get the Exalted trigger going, and then I sacrifice it. So I can get the trigger and take care of Grave Pact. All in the same time. At the same time. What am I even talking about, guys? What am I talking about anymore? I don't know. Don't know. So, yeah. I'm just, like, trouncing on Deadwalkers. Like, he has no chance. And he's cast, like, the best spells in his deck, pretty much. He's had, well, actually, I don't know if that was last game. Lord of the Undead, you know, Geralf's Messenger. Both of those are last game. But Grave Pact. I mean, this deck is versatile. It's surprisingly good if you can get there with your mana, and it's not surprisingly terrible if you're just looking at all these cards in your hand that you can't cast because they gave you no mana fixing. But 4 Terramorphic Expanses, and like I said, I'm running that basic land cycling card, so it's not too bad. It hadn't been awkward yet. I go for the win here. I wait till the absolute last possible moment before he can cast a spell. And then I realize I can win, and so I go for that. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I'll see you later.